Good morning, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. This is Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. And you are welcome to today's edition of today's program. My name is Kumawe Tarinemi, and I will advise that you welcome anybody by your side and try as much as you can to ensure that others are listening to this program, and not only you, because the message must be passed across the world. We must pray. We must recognize the presence of Tamara, the maker of the whole world, and we must pray. Tamara Ogonomokirimotemedao, the one who made the heavens and the earth, the one who calls those things that be not as though they were. We are here once again to honor your name, to bow before you, because this is Radio Biafra. Elohim, we ask that you keep our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu safe and sound. That wherever he is, however he's been treated, that you will continue to guide him, keep him strong, irrespective of the challenges in the dungeon of the DSS. Lord, we pray for all of our people, even as we observed yesterday, the holy day of the heroes. Lord, we pray for our people that we shall continue in this might and continue to be focused and resilient and strong, irrespective of what is brought against us, irrespective of the challenges of the enemy, irrespective of the deception that they threw at us, irrespective of the lies that they tell against us, irrespective of all the ammunitions, irrespective of the bombs they throw at us, irrespective of the arrest, irrespective of the intimidations. Lord, we ask that you continue to keep our people safe and sound, strong, strong in mind, strong in body and soul, strong in spirit as well. Lord, we pray for the gallant men in the forest, the Eastern Security Network. May they always, at all times, defeat their enemies. At each combat, at every confrontation of the enemy, may they always, at all times, count defeat upon defeat against their enemies. That at the end of this, the world will know that you, Elohim, have restored Biafra in your own power, and not in the power of man, and not in the might of man, but in your own might. That the world will record that the people without nothing defeated the enemies that had everything. That the people fought alone and defeated the enemies that had all the powers of the world behind them. That the people fought against the ravening wolves, fought against the beasts from Sahel, fought against BBC with all their powers all over the world, with all their reach, fought against every enemy that we encountered, and yet victorious. The world will keep a record, because you alone is our God, and you alone we worship. Tamara, we thank you for this opportunity to restore your holy nation, to serve your holy nation, that at the end of the day, the whole earth will be blessed because of Biafra. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Tamara. Ayiba. Aziba, Izibe, Ogene, Chukukike Abiyama. Ise, more power. We must proceed. We must continue. We must make progress, because this is Radio Biafra. And today we shall be handling a topic which I title Excuses, Deception, and Invasion of Biafraland. Excuses, deception, and invasion. You know, their target has always been invasion. The target of the enemy has always been to invade Biafraland. But how are they going to do this so that it will look like they are fighting for the people? So that it will look like they are doing it in the interest of the people? They have to bring excuses. They have to bring deception. The people have to be deceived. They have to deceive the people. They have to make some of the people to believe that they are fighting for them. I must tell you that right now Biafraland is being invaded. And they are choosing the strongest parts. But for them to do that, they must first and foremost bring up excuses. And they will use those excuses to deceive you. And those are the things that we have been experiencing. Some people have been deceived. Many of our people have been deceived. Mostly those that are not in Biafraland. Now, I'm not talking about IPOB members. I'm talking about Biafrans that are not yet in the movement for the restoration of Biafra. Those that just believe, okay, let the agitators continue their agitation. When Biafra comes, we will all enjoy it. Those that still, one side of them carries politics, or that believes that maybe the politicians can still save them one way or the other. Or, okay, if this Biafra comes, okay, it's fine. But maybe this politician might be different from the others, or maybe that politician might be different from the others. But one thing they don't know is that some politicians, of course, can have a good heart. But in a Nigeria of this particular 1999 constitution that is written to frustrate Biafra and the south of the zoo, no politician from Biafra can do well for the people. No politician from Biafra can defend her people. Some of them can try. They can only talk. They can talk tough, like Wiki. Talk tough, talk tough. But when things get tough, they will take the side of Fulani. When things get tough, they won't take your side. They will take the side of Fulani. Wike will not admit it, but when things got tough during the EndSARS, Wike took the side of Fulani. Wike was one person that used to talk tough. And many Biafrans, including some members of IPOB, believed the man was a good man, or at least he had a good heart for the people. He would talk tough, talk against Fulani, talk against APC, talk this talk. It's all talk. But when push comes to shove, he took the side of Fulani. During that EndSARS, the same way the Fulani people were the thugs that burnt EndSARS, the cars of those EndSARS agitators, the cars of the youths that came out during that time for EndSARS. Those same thugs, those same Fulani thugs that were used in the north to attack those cars and attack people, burnt down many cars. Many people, their cars got burned beyond repair. All because they came out to protest against police brutality. Those same crop of people were the same Fulani people at Obigbo, causing trouble and trying to obstruct the EndSARS. And when the youths decided to stop them, Wike took the side of Fulani. They will always take the side of Fulani because they value their positions more than they value your life. No matter how much you love a politician, don't ever jeopardize your life for the politician. Don't ever jeopardize your life to believe that that politician will take your side against that of the Fulani. Don't ever think so. Many of our people died because of Goodluck Jonathan. Standing by him, fought hard. Many died in elections. Nobody believed that one day Goodluck Jonathan would want to come back for presidency under the platform of the APC that disgraced him. Goodluck Jonathan didn't lose. He bowed to Fulani. He bowed to Fulani long before the election because he was president. He knew they were to rig the election against him. He knew But he allowed Jiga to rig it. He bowed to Fulani. They will always bow to Fulani. Always. He bowed to Fulani because he knows that he still have another 4 years. If Fulani do their 8 years, he will come back and maybe they might count him worthy, a worthy servant to come back and complete his 4 years. Then they will now continue from where he stopped again. They will always bow. Always. And those that refuse to bow, the Fulani will punish them. Like they punished Ihe Dioha. And nothing happened. They punished Ihe Dioha and nothing happened. They used him as an example. So that the rest will learn to bow to Fulani. Ihe Dioha was a good man. He was not after the blood of his people. He was not after IPOB. He was focusing on his governance while IPOB were doing the agitation. He didn't bother anybody. They showed him a lesson for that. And now, Ihe Dioha is bowing to Fulani. There are pictures of Ihe Dioha going to the north and wearing, that's their towel, as our leader will call it, wearing their towel over his head and behaving like a Fulani man. He bowed to Fulani. They will always bow to Fulani. So when next you begin to think of, oh, these people and that people, oh, this person might be this person might be that, just remember, at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, they will choose the Fulani over you. Because it is the Fulani that controls the zoo. Fulani manages the zoo for Britain. And Britain is interested in the zoo. Britain have a special interest in the zoo. You must recognize that Britain have a special interest in the zoo. And because Britain have a special interest in the zoo, Fulani's interest must be paramount. Because British interest is Fulani's interest. If Fulani want to kill everybody, Britain is okay with it. If Fulani want anybody to leave, Britain is okay with it. Anything Fulani wants to do, Britain is fine with it. They have handed over to Fulani as caretakers. But whenever you try to stop a Fulani man from killing you, Britain will come against you. They will blackmail you because the Fulani interest must be protected. Fulani interest must be protected. You begin to think of some of these are politicians like, oh, there is any hope in them. There is no hope. The only hope is Biafra. The only hope is Biafra. And the things that you are doing for the restoration of Biafra is the only hope. There's no hope anywhere apart from the restoration of Biafra. Now, Soludo, as some people will be thinking, oh, he's different. He's not. He's interested in that his office. The money he will make in his office, he's interested. And Fulani is interested in what he's going to do to stop IPOB, to eliminate ESN, to ensure that ESN no longer operates in Anambra State, just as the man in Imo State is doing. And you must know that they have picked Anambra and Imo with emphasis on Olu, to ensure that they flush out ESN or any traces of ESN. That is the mission. Those are the major focus of the invasion right now. Biafraland is being invaded. And before they did this, first, in Imo State, they claimed that an army couple were killed. Even the criminals on our land, we know the way they operate. We know that our people are not interested in body parts and all of that. But the videos we saw a video of the people that killed these army people, videoing them and cutting their body parts. Cutting their body parts. These are not the kinds of things that Biafrans would do. Even the criminals in Biafraland. These are not the kind of things that Biafrans would do. But when they masterminded all these things and did a voiceover to make it look like it really happened in Imo State, immediately after this, what you will notice is that the Nigerian army started propagating this. This is what they started pushing. Oh, we cannot take this. This is terrorism gone too far. Blah, 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 blah. An excuse. They are looking for an excuse. So by the time they begin to throw their bombs, and the world wants to question them, why are you using bombs on civilian population? They will be like, these people are not civilians, these people are terrorists, and all of that. Excuse. Excuses. Then they now went to Anambra. The northern man whose wife was complaining about the killing of Deborah in the north. Fulani people came and killed her at Anambra. Killed her with all her children. Maybe if the man were to be around, they would have killed the man as well. After all this, after killing them, they said that it is IPOB, ESN, unknown gunmen, blah, blah, blah. But they know the people, these are the same people that they contracted. And Soludo cannot claim not to know all these things in Anambra State. Neither can the Hope Uzodinma claim not to know about the game that was played concerning the army couple. These are all games. Games for excuses. Then furthermore, like I explained yesterday, killing of innocent people, innocent Biafrans. They will send DSS to go and attack army stations. See, what you must understand, if you have read a lot, if you have read some books, you will understand undercover work. In undercover work, a security agent of another people can pretend to be another people. And they would dress, act, and talk like these people. You would think that they are actually from this other side. As unknown gunmen, they will attack police stations, attack police units. And while they are trying to shoot at the police, they'll be shooting randomly in the area so that 1 or 2 people will die. So that 1 or 2 people will receive bullet wounds. So at the end of the day, giving the impression that those that attack the police do not care about the life of the people, that they are terrorists alike. Then the kidnapping and demanding for ransom by unknown gunmen. It is the same thing. All these are masterminds to ensure that they frustrate the people. Those are the excuses. Masterminds. So that they frustrate the people, so that at the end of the day, the people will begin to call for the help of security. Or some people, mostly the foolish ones, will begin to call for the help of security. Now, yesterday on our program, a lady called and said that in a particular community, some of these government-sponsored or non-government went there and attacked vigilante. Now, I want to stress on this. Don't forget, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has once said that every community in Biafraland should have vigilante, because when these terrorists are coming, the community need to first of all be able to counter these terrorists before ESN arrives, because ESN may not be present within that community. Our own leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is the one that said that every community in Biafraland should have their vigilante. So, if these set of unknown gunmen are working for IPOB, how can they attack vigilante? How can vigilante now be their interest, their problem, that is vigilante they want to attack? That is to tell you that the people doing these things are not one of us. That is to tell you that the government have infiltrated, because it is the government, it is the Buhari administration that gave a law, or that is it a law or whatever it is called, that said that nobody should have a gun in his house. That the army should go and do whatever exercise and ensure that they seize every gun, and any young man whose house a gun is found, it should be dealt with. It should be considered unknown gunman. And they did not exclude vigilante. When that announcement was made, they didn't exclude vigilante. So, these same people carrying out these actions, what do you think? Who do you think they are? Who do you think they are working for? Are they working for IPOB that said that there should be vigilante, and the vigilante should try to be protecting their towns before ESN arrives to protect them? Or they are working for the people that said seize all their guns, so that when the terrorists come, they will have nothing to protect them? You must be able to think deep. So in all these, the deception is that they create this so that they can be able to accuse. So that they can be able to accuse IPOB. And so that they can be able to invade our land. See, an example of this, you know, when we are saying things like this, some people find it difficult to understand, or some people find it difficult to relate, because they'll be like, you people are just talking to defend IPOB. It's not true. Blah 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 blah. You know, when people begin to face things on the ground and see things live happening, they just, whatever the government tells them, they just want to believe the easy way. I want to give you an instance. There was a time at Iguacha in Rivers State when Wike was governor for the first tenure. As at that time, Wike and Amechi, they were fighting each other real hard for the soul of Rivers State. The fight was tough. So Amechi, using federal might, recruited what these SARS that the youth came out to fight against in 2020. The youth came out to stop with their protests. So Amechi started using SARS, or with his federal influence, APC started using SARS to rob. There was massive robbery in Rivers State. Different places. They were committing crimes. Just as you're seeing in Anambra and parts of Imo State. Crimes upon crimes. And Wike, as governor, was shouting that this thing is being done by APC. Nobody believed him. That this thing is political. Nobody believed him. Just as the governor of Imo State is shouting now that it is political, and they are excusing it for IPOB. Wike was shouting that, oh, it is APC, it is political. Instead of to stop, they were increasing the fire, kidnapping people, all sorts of crimes. And all these crimes were being done by SARS. The police. You won't believe it. Until Wike had to put up his own security and started going after them. Lo and behold, when they encountered some of the robbers, they discovered that these armed robbers, were actually SARS. They actually killed a SARS official with a police ID card, carrying his face. And Wike brought that as an evidence and screamed that SARS should stop this in his state. And that was how it stopped. That was how normalcy returned to Rivers State. So, because they are blaming it on IPOB, and they are not blaming it on their fellow politicians, does not mean that it's a different strategy. It is the same strategy they have been doing it. And now they are invading our land. They are invading our land. Every day they are attacking. When they do all these crimes, they take it as an opportunity to attack ESN. Every day they are attacking. Every day, every now and then, they are launching attack on ESN. Every day. They launch attack on ESN. Then some of those thugs that they've employed, they will also attack them, burn some places. Those are the ones that you will see in picture. Those are the ones you will see in picture. They will now show you pictures. And I use those people's faces to blackmail IPOB more and say that this is ESN like they usually do. And they will take the opportunity to go to communities and be burning down houses, burning down communities. This is their culture. This is their custom. They will not end. They will not stop it until we stop them. You know, the fact is that we will never keep quiet. We will never keep quiet in all these things that they are doing. In the invasion of our land, we will never keep quiet. We'll keep alerting the world on what they are doing, on how they are invading our land, on the deceptions that they are creating. They will create problem and put it on the head of IPOB, put it on ESN so that they can attack ESN. Create problems. After all, the pictures that we saw in Anambra State that they attacked, the guns there are DSS guns. So why calling ESN? But that doesn't mean that they are not attacking ESN. They are. They are attacking ESN. It's an opportunity to invade our land because their strategy is this. They want to invade Biafraland, dislodge ESN before our leader will come out because they have nothing against our leader anymore. Any day, if they like this 28 June, let them postpone it. If they postpone it to whatever date, that same day they will release our leader. They don't have anything against him. They have lost. They have lost the court case. So what they just want to do is to buy time and see what they can achieve within this short time. They just want to see what they can achieve in this short time. So it's not like they have any special thing. It's just to ensure that they dislodge ESN before our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. So that by the time he comes out, they will have control of the system. And they will be in charge. And their voices will be very strong. Because they will believe that, oh, as he's out now, he needs to start from the scratch, or else, and maybe it will be difficult for him to start from the scratch because they want to be monitoring every step he makes. So these are the plans that these people have, and that is why they are hitting hard and pushing hard every day. Pushing hard every day. But irrespective of that, yesterday we had a great time observing the sit at home in Biafraland and also all over the world. There was it was more or less mixed up with sober reflection as well as celebration. Celebration of the works that the heroes in the past have done, and a sober reflection for the loss of their lives. But we must continue. We must keep on pushing. We must keep on pushing very, very hard. Because very soon our leader will be out and there will be another round of celebration before Biafra is restored. But we must be strong to do all that we need to do as Biafra is being restored. We must be strong. After now, I am going to post different pictures of the May 30th Heroes Remembrance Day from different countries in Africa. I'll post them on my Facebook wall. So it's pertinent that each and every one of us have this understanding, have this mindset, and understand that our land is being invaded and we cannot keep quiet. And we have to be watchful. Mostly those of us in Biafraland, we have to be watchful. Every step that is being made, everything that is, every step that the enemy makes on our land, we have to be watchful. We have to be watchful. Because we are not in this for a new Nigeria. We are not in this for a restructured Nigeria. We are not in this for any form of Nigeria. We are in this for Biafra. And if you do not understand that, then you have no business in IPOB. Stay aside. If you do not understand that those of us in IPOB, we are in this for the restoration of Biafra, for the freedom of our people, for our people to have a voice in this world and to have a voice at home, then you have no business with us. And that is why each and every one of us must be very, very smart. We must be very, very smart to be able to counter every single effort of the enemy to blackmail us. Every effort that the enemy tries to make to blackmail us, we must be smart enough to be able to counter them. Because no matter what the enemy tries to do, the enemy cannot succeed because our eyes are open. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not teach us for how many years for us to be stupid. We are wise and we are smart. We know the truth and we have the spirit of Elohim in us that helps us to identify the truth and make it naked. Say that as it is, without any fear or favor. We say the truth as it is. We do not hate anybody. And we don't care if anybody hates us. What we are here for is Biafra. If you stand in our way, then we come against you. If you stand with us, and then we stand with you. This is not a matter of you hate this person or you love this person or you love this person more than this person or you hate this person. It's not about individuals. It's not about people. This is about the soul of Biafra. This is about the survival of a nation. This is about the destiny of the people. And because we have been chosen, we have been selected even before we were born to do this work that we're doing. You know, some of us were told to do this when we never even knew that there was even anything like Biafra, or whether there was any war at all. Some of us were called to do this work at a very tender age. We're not called by man to do it. We didn't even know what we were called to do until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came. So, if you do not understand what you must do as a Biafran, and you begin to run after gossips and all these other distractions, you begin to look at people who you will praise, you will who you will curse, who you will extol, who you will talk down. That's not why we are here. We are here for Biafra. And anybody that stands in the way for the restoration of Biafra is our enemy. That is why we did not take BBC to be anything. We ignored them until BBC put themselves in line and started fighting us. Why? Why? Why is BBC fighting people that are fighting for their own life if they don't have an interest? Why is BBC fighting us? We have been doing our thing. You did not, when our people are being killed, you said nothing. When Fulani terrorists are ravaging everywhere, killing everybody, killing people in Oodua land, killing people in Biafraland, you said nothing. We have been alerting the world, we are being killed, you said nothing. When we put up ESN to stop it, you still said nothing. But you have the guts to begin to look for IPOB media warriors, as you call them, to pick them. Why didn't you talk about those that are in Biafraland? Because you want to give the impression that, oh, those abroad do not know what is happening in Biafraland. Don't we have media warriors in Biafraland? Don't we have media warriors in Biafraland? Why didn't you talk about them? Why didn't you cut clips? Because when you do, people will say, if the people are saying this, then it is true. If the people abroad are saying the same things with the people on the ground, then it is true. So why are you blackmailing them? The table will be turned against you. So instead, you chose to tell the story as if the people in Biafra land are being deceived by the people abroad. The people abroad and the people in Biafra land are one and the same people. And the people abroad are getting their informations from those that are in Biafra land, as well as from the internet and everything. So they are very much on the ground and they know what is happening. So don't come and be giving us that impression like those in diaspora do not know what is happening and they are just fueling violence because they are not on ground. The people fueling violence are the politicians because they do it for monetary gains. 2023 is approaching, so they are fueling violence to ensure that they wipe out any structure that they didn't build. Some people will be thinking that once maybe the head of directorate says that ESN, everybody should leave the bush, that nobody should be ESN anymore, and people will be thinking that maybe Hope Uzodinma or Soludo or some of these other governors that are busy fighting to exterminate ESN, they'll be thinking that they are going to have something else that will be fighting these Fulani terrorists. That's what some people will be thinking. That maybe these people, they will have something else that will be able to fight them. Or maybe their Ebubagu will go to work. Meanwhile, the work Ebubagu is doing is just to fight those that are fighting to restore Biafra. Ebubagu is just an Igbo name for government, for the touts and terrorists that government employed and gave uniform. That's just what Ebubagu is. Ebubagu is not different from what the Fulani are doing with the army, where they carried Boko Haram and gave them uniform and called them Nigerian army. They just carried few touts from Biafraland, and the rest people in Ebubagu are still the same police people and Fulani people as well. But when they call them Ebubagu, you would think, oh, these are Biafrans. It is the local security. It's a lie. The only local security are ESN and the vigilantes in different communities in Biafraland. Those are the local security. The local security are ESN. The officials of the Eastern Security Network. Those are the local security in Biafraland. And that is why they want it uprooted. Because the Eastern Security Network was built by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to uproot every form of terrorism on our land. Every form of it. Uproot terrorism. Why are they interested in uprooting the structure that was built to uproot terrorism, if they are not the creators of those terrorists? That's why sometimes some of these police officials and army officials or soldiers that are working for the zoo, I just pity them. I just pity them. As in those that are from the south, maybe Biafraland or Odua and all of them. I just pity them because some of them don't know what they are doing. Some of them know what they are doing, and they are willing to serve the politicians. I don't pity those ones. But those ones that are just innocent, they just think, okay, they just want to serve their country, I pity them. Because they will send you to Boko Haram. The same Boko Haram that they have given the weapons that they refuse to give to you. They will send you to them. And the day they will choose to give you new weapons, if you're to fight Boko Haram, that day they will sell you off. The Fulani people that are working with you, that will run, that are working, once they see Boko Haram, they will start running. Immediately they see Boko Haram, they will start running. They will not stand to shoot. And the foolish you that think that you're brave, you want to shoot, Boko Haram will round you up, kill all of you, and take those new weapons that they gave you. That is how they give weapons to Boko Haram. Apart from the ones that they used to go and drop for them. They use your life to do business. And you see some of our people running to join them. And if they don't send you to Boko Haram, they'll send you to come and kill your own people. Once they see that, okay, they have deceived you enough, they will send you to come and fight our own people and kill your people. Because they know that it is only Biafrans that can fight Biafrans. In Biafraland, we are blessed in Biafraland. If not for the fact that Biafrans were deceived in the genocide, if not for the fact that Biafrans were deceived, some Biafrans were deceived and some betrayed and started fighting against themselves. If not because of that, even in the midst of that genocide, they wouldn't have been able to defeat us. Even though Biafrans fought with bare hands, they wouldn't have been able to defeat us. Because Biafrans have never lost a battle against their enemies where Biafrans are not part of those enemies. The only times we have recorded some defeats is when a Biafran has betrayed and is part of the enemies. That is the gift that Elohim gave to us. We can never lose a battle. And that is why, even though ESN have nothing, all the enemies that have come against ESN, they can testify. Even though ESN have nothing compared to what the terrorists has been given by their masters. All the enemies that has come against ESN can testify that it is not an easy task to face ESN. It's not all those little touts that they pay. They will now use them to shine and say that it is ESN. The real ESN, when they go, they know what they face. They know what they face. The only problem is that these people, when they cannot defeat ESN, they will go to communities and be looking for innocent Biafrans to kill. Biafrans that are not even members of IPOB, that are just there. They're just living their lives. Some of them don't even believe in what we are doing, but they will kill them. In fact, those that are killed usually are the ones that believe that this thing doesn't concern them. They are usually the ones that are killed. The ones that think that, oh, these people, what are they even doing safe? I beg, let them leave, I beg. Those are the ones that are usually killed. But they are our brothers, they are our blood. Because they do not understand the need for freedom does not mean that we're not going to speak for them. Does not mean that we'll allow the enemies to kill them. No. When you do, we'll call you out. We'll not stop to tell the world the evil that we are facing. We will not back down in telling the world the invasion that we are facing. We will not back down in telling the world how our people are being killed on a daily basis, how our people are being intimidated, how houses of innocent people are being burnt in Biafraland. Yesterday was our Heroes' Day. And we remembered, and we're still remembering, and we can never forget all the people that we have lost. Whether in 1967 to 70, or from 1970 to 2002, or from 2002 to this time. Or should I say 1998? Or should I talk about 1993 Kensarawiwa. Should I talk about 1999 Odi? Which one should I talk about? Or should I talk about 2020 Obi Igbo? But the world doesn't care. But even if the world abandons you, you cannot abandon yourself. That is a fact. The fact that the world abandoned you does not mean that you will abandon yourself. So we cannot abandon ourselves. And even though the world doesn't want us to talk, even though the zoo does not want us to talk, we'll keep talking. And we'll keep exposing. Because the only hope we have is we saying the truth. Because by the time we become an animal like they are, the world will not blame us for doing so. We have been dying for many, 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 many years. More than 50 years. The zoo have been killing us. But it does not mean that we are going to stop. We are not going to stop. Because what is the hope that if you stop, that it will stop killing you? Before we started doing this thing, they've been killing us. So why should we stop now? Why should we stop in the hope that they will stop killing us? When we stopped in 1970, we thought that they will stop killing us. That was why we stopped. That was why we stopped. Ojukwu thought that, okay, they have rounded us up. They are killing innocent people. It is only wise that we stop fighting. But they didn't stop. They killed us even more. They said they are going to develop our land. They didn't. Britain fought because of the oil. Yoruba fought because of the oil. Hausa fought because of the oil. But Fulani fought because of the land. Fulani fought because of the land. And that is why the rest of the zoo, after still enjoying the oil, actually, not the people, because the people do not enjoy any oil. The people do not enjoy any money. It is just the few that have opportunity to be in government that are stealing everything. You can imagine at the same time when ASU, the University Association, okay, is demanding for certain things in order to improve the universities, that the children will benefit from, to improve the university standards. These people refuse because all their children are abroad. They refuse. Instead, each one of them went to buy APC form, 100 million each. They have stolen all the money and they are telling ASU that there's no money. But they have stolen all the money and they went to buy APC form. So how in your wildest dream do you think this thing called Nigeria can work for anybody that is a Biafran? How is that possible? The only option we have is Biafra, and that is the only thing that we must push. I don't care who wants to be president. I really do not care. I don't care about 2023. 2023 is not a special year to me. There's nothing special about 2023. except we are going to get Biafra 2023. But I even see it coming earlier. If we all do what we are supposed to do, if we all work the way we are supposed to work, if we all take things seriously, passionately, the way we are supposed to take it, we are even likely to get Biafra restored before 2023. So 2023 is not a special year to me. So I don't care who wants to be president. So because you want to be president, I have the opportunity to get Biafra restored, and you're from Biafra, then we should now wait for you to be president first and rule for 8 years or for 4 years before we'll now get Biafra. Because you want to steal money. The whole 70 million of us should wait for you to go to Abuja and steal your money first before we'll now get Biafra. Anybody thinking in that line is devilish. Anybody that is thinking that, oh, let's these our people, I don't want to call their names now. Let these our people that wants to be president. Let us give them their support. Maybe after they become president, we can get Biafra. Good Lord Jonathan was president for about 6 years. Did we get Biafra? Did he even mention Biafra? Did he even make any move? So be wise. Right now, we shall be opening the lines, and so that people can call and join this program and give their contribution to today's program. Okay, we shall be opening the lines for you to call. And you can call us either on Signal, on WhatsApp, or on Skype. Any one of them you choose. You can call us in. Or you can call us on any one of the platforms and we'll be okay with it. So the number to call on Signal is +45 7164 5962. I take it again. +45 7164 5962. Okay. And WhatsApp is +48 73 96 45 829. +48 73 96 45 829. Then on Skype, Radio Biafra VOC. Radio Biafra, in between radio and Biafra, there's an hyphen. When you get this, you will be able to call into this program as the lines are open for you to call. The lines are now open and you can call us on the program. You can choose to call on Signal. You can choose to call, okay. I have accepted the person that's sent a message. If you sent a message, on Signal, if you're calling on Signal, if you're calling on Signal for the first time, or you're sending a message on Signal, I will have to accept. I'll have to accept you before you can call properly. Okay, if you call for the first time or accept, then you go ahead and call. So the lines are open. The lines are open and you can call in. You can call in. You can call in. The lines are now open. You can call us on WhatsApp. You can also call us on Signal, or you can call us on Skype. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning.
Sorry. You say your name is what again?
Hello.
Yes.
Ebuka.
Okay.
I'm calling from DRC, Congo.
You're calling from where?
From Congo.
Okay, right on. The word is listening.
I really listened. I listened to your program just now. I really enjoyed everything you taught us this morning. But one problem, I don't know our people. They really find it very, very difficult to understand the reality on ground, and it's so disturbing. It's so disturbing that our people find it very difficult. They can see the reality on ground, but what they are trying to do, I don't know. They are trying to 2022 election. We should wait for the 2023 election, and it's really disturbing. It's really, really disturbing. If you can see what is really happening in the east, you just said everything. That is the unknown gunmen. But our people, when you go sometimes on Twitter, you see that they find it very difficult. The evidence is right there before our eyes that the problem, the killings, the injustice going on in the southeast, it's really from the politicians that are behind it. But our people find it very difficult. Each time they keep calling IPOB, IPOB, IPOB. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's ignorance, or I don't really understand. But I love the good work. I love the good work you guys are doing. The work IPOB they are really doing. They really opened so many people's eyes. They really opened our eyes. They really opened us to see the injustice going on against the people in the southeast. And that's what I really want to say today. You guys should keep the good work.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
God bless.
God bless.
Okay. Yeah, bye.
Yeah. We must proceed. We must proceed. The lines are open. And on whichever platform you choose to call, you can call. And for those that are calling or that want to call through Skype, you have to call Radio-Biafra. Radio-Biafra. That is how it is. Radio-Biafra. Radio-Biafra VOC. Radio-Biafra VOC. That is the Skype account to call. Then you have been given the numbers to call on Signal and on WhatsApp. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning to you, my dear brother Tari Nemi. Good morning to Biafrans all over the world. My name is Desmond and I'm calling from Italy, Mazi. This morning I just want to add my voice to your analysis, which is very, very important. The topic you are treating this morning, it reconciles with the heroes and heroes honored yesterday. They reconcile because the best thing that could happen to a man is for you to learn from your past event or your past history. You know, as is being done today in the case of the Biafran people, and as we are doing today to ensure that our case is not repeated again, because that would be disastrous for us as people. So I want to first of all encourage Biafra, but I thank Biafra City for the commemoration and honor they've shown to our heroes. I am very sure our heroes will be very proud of this generation, and we must continue to do so until we are in Biafra. And in Biafra, we are going to make it a world a word, should I say, a word celebration or a word commemoration, because our heroes, they will all be immortalized in Biafra. It is certain and it is written. So I want to also encourage Biafrans that as celebrating, as we are honoring our heroes, we must also make sure that we do everything to secure those of us and those of our people that are alive. And how we are going to do that is by supporting ESN. So if you're a Biafran, wherever you are, you should know it is your responsibility to support ESN. The military siege in our land cannot be stopped. The oppressor can never go like that. It must be you who is your oppressed that is going to stand, challenge your oppressor, and drive them away out of the land. So it is us that is going to drive Fulani away out of our land, Fulani terrorists, and also the Nigerian army, because if you say Fulani terrorists and say Nigerian army, it will look as if there is a difference. No different. The difference is that those in the Nigerian army and those of them putting state sanctioned uniform, the army uniform. Why those of them that has no uniform? You understand now? So our people must understand. We are going to get rid of every terrorist in the land of Biafra. They cannot, our land cannot be under state, killing our people, and we'll be quiet. It is our responsibility, and we have to do it. And all these our governors, senators, and politicians that are bringing them in, they should also know that everything that has beginning has end. Just the way they started this mission, Chukwuabiama is going to end it for them. So they should understand this thing. So we are not going to allow our people to continue to die this way. It is too much, and there is a lot of complaint, and we cannot continue this way. So what we are trying to know that as we are talking, it's our responsibility to support ESL, to support this army, so that they might be able to face the enemies. Somebody coming to kill you with gun, you cannot hold knife and stand before you. You should have what it has, because the only way to stop oppression is by also using an equal force or higher force than that oppression. And you are going to perform it, as said by our eternal leader, Ojukwu. So for Biafrans in Italy, we have this number for you to call to continue to support ESN. It is very, very important. These numbers are from IPOB National Body of Italy, sent by IPOB National Coordinator. And the first number is +39 35100 46055. This is IPOB National Coordinator number in Italy. And the second is +39 37130 44902. This is IPOB National PR number in Italy. Any of them you call, maybe the item to support ESN. Biafrans, we must remain resolute, we must double our efforts and continue whatever we are doing. Unconditional release of our leader and referendum is our destination. BBC can do whatever they want, they can say whatever they say. The whole world knows that we are not terrorists. They interact with us. Yesterday, we wrote something like symposiums all over the world, and guests from different countries were invited. In Italy, we invited some guests, other people in other countries invited some guests, and our message was sent out to them. The good thing is that those of them that doesn't know is going to now go and make more research and understand what we are saying. So we are marching on resolutely to our freedom, and by the grace of Chukwuabiama, victory shall be ours. Biafrans, we must continue. Our people do not die for evil presidency. Our people are not dying for evil presidency. People talking about presidency should respect themselves. We keep saying this. We keep saying this. We keep saying this. Everybody should know we are not in the time to do. This is time for us to take our freedom, and we are not going to miss this opportunity, as God is with us, because there is only one God, and that God is Chukwuabiama, who is in heaven, and is going to give us victory. Thank you very much, Master, and Chukwuabiama bless you from here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. We must continue. We must proceed. It's a pity. It's a pity some people were trying to call, and we couldn't take their call. couldn't take the call because a call was on. Let me see if I can call back this caller from Skype. Let me see if I can bring him back if he's still online. Okay, it's not available. Then let me take the caller from WhatsApp. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, Professor Terry Nemi. Thank you for taking my call. You are blessed. You are blessed. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. The world is listening. Right on. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Yes, my African rep. Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Good morning.
Yes, my dear brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, my dear brother. We are proud of you, what you have been doing for Biafra. My brother, I say continue. Despite what is going on, you dedicate your time and your ability to serve Biafra in your capacity. I say Mokike, continue stretching you, my brother. Let me take this opportunity to thank our brothers and sisters worldwide, IPOB and Biafra in general. What they have done yesterday. Yesterday is a marvelous day. I know they have told the world that we never forget our own. Those that died to set us free. We remember them yesterday. I say all the whole Biafran, kudos to you people. You have done it again. I know the next time we will do it is the day that we get Biafra and we do it in Biafraland. Biafra is our goal, and Biafra we shall get. Nothing shall stop us not to get Biafra. We are looking for Biafra, and Biafra we shall get. Mazi, my name is Madimada Abuchi. What makes me to call? You touched many things, even today and yesterday. I tried to come on air yesterday, but it was too busy because many people have been calling. You mentioned about Soludo, what Soludo is tend to do, telling people that anybody that is saw with a gun or anybody that is in the bush, this and that, will be a criminal, this and that, talking jazz. You see, Soludo forget that we give him our mandate. We put him there. I see this politician, that's why we are saying we are not supporting any politics because they are all the same. When they are not in the board, my brother, they will tell you different thing. And when they enter there, they change like a chameleon. They become different thing entirely. You can't believe what they'll be doing. This is Soludo who supported when he was not. When he see that things is going well, he supported us. Now we put him there. Do you see Soludo turn against us now? He says that, let me say one thing here about sit at home. Sit at home is not what made DOS, our head of Directorate of State, says sit at home have been suspended, is to tell Soludo that we are not forcing nobody to sit at home. People sitting at home willingly, you can't stop them. Soludo, you can't stop people sitting at home willingly. We tell you we suspend sit at home is to tell you that we are not forcing anybody to sit at home. I call our DOS, I ask them, they say they are not against people sitting at home, but they're against people forcing sit at home. So Ludo, if people decide to sit at home, my brother, you can't stop them. You can't do nothing. They must sit at home if they want to sit at home. Now, if you say you want to force them to come out, you can't do that. You don't have that power. You can't do that. People willingly sitting at home for solidarity of our leader, you can't stop them doing what they wish to do by themselves. So we suspend sit at home doesn't mean that people decide to sit at home, you will force them to come out. You can't do that. Let me tell you this. You can't do that, Soludo. Soludo, take time. I have been warned you before. Soludo, face what is facing you. You say you come to rebuild Anambra State, and we give you our mandate. Soludo, do what you promised to do. Don't come here and turn to become Ogumagana. I heard yesterday, I think last time they said they killed one Fulani woman and his kids, and you tag it to maybe ESN or something like that. And the husband of this woman.
Sorry. It is not Fulani. It's an Hausa woman. It is these Fulani people that must have killed her because she was speaking. She was speaking in support of the Hausa girl that was killed in the north. Continue.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, my brother, you see, the husband of this woman have came out and said, I don't believe that that Eastern killed my wife. The man said it. He said, I don't believe that Eastern killed my wife. I believe the Fulani people kill my wife. That's what the man said. But now, because of what happened now, Soludo have turned around, believing that it's the Easterner, but he can't investigate to know what happened, who killed this woman. You see how they're pushing, you see how these Fulani people pushing our people, these politicians. You see how they're useless in them to take them against their people. The same thing is happening today. You see, we get up and shouting, whoa, I can't step down for who? I can't step down for nobody. You see, Tambua have told him that he can step down. Tambuana has stepped down for Atiku so that Atiku will emerge as the flag bearer of PDP. But when we can say, step down for who? Who am I going to step down? This and that. Do you see it today? Do you see that Fulani have more sense than you? This Tambua that go to school to Islamic school in Sudan, and you sir claim that you go to school to Cambridge, this and that. Do you see how Fulani wiser than you? Wike? Do you see Wike that Fulani is wiser than you? You know, I'm pitying all these politicians. You don't know what is coming. What Fulani will do to you people? You see this 2023, what Fulani will do to you people? You think they're doing something to Korawasa or Korocha? They're not beginning. They're never doing anything. No. What they will do to you people? Oh, you will regret to be a Nigerian. Believe in me, you will regret to answer that name, Nigeria. You see Chibika Amechi, call yourself Rotimi Amechi. You see Ngige. You see Akpabio. What these people will do to you, don't worry. You are waiting. You will see what they will do to you. The only way out now is to join people and liberate yourself out of the shackle of this evil country called Nigeria. That's only the way out. There's no way out. You have to do this as soon as possible. As soon as you join, then we get our place that you'll be free. For now, you are not free. You are still in bondage. You believe it that you are deceiving us. You are not deceiving us. You are deceiving yourself. And you face the wrath when the time comes. Mazi, thank you for having me and God bless you. Continue your good work. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. God bless you. Hello, the caller on WhatsApp, your name and where you're calling from. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you very well. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you perfectly, and the world is listening. Your name and where you're calling from.
Okay. Yes, the African rep. My name is Okechukwu Eshikoa. I'm calling from Aba Province, Biafra. I'm from Umuowa, Olu Province, Biafra. The African rep. I love your topic today. Deception, excuse, and the word invention of our land. They have invaded our land already. If not to quote Kabiama, we are gone. Do we have leaders? We have no leader. All the governors, every leader we have here in Biafraland, they have sold us completely, except our own God that we said, and we are here to be free. We must be free. We must. And they are saying it to is our leader. The Fulani terrorists must leave our leader for us. Our leader have no case with them. If they are like 28th of this next month to be in June. We must get over there. Every Nigeria. If you know you are here in Nigeria, we prepare. You see Jobere, we will get him. That idiot, we must get him. Any post 200 million people. Shame to Nigerians. You don't know the country to serve everybody. And you are telling us you get sense. Which sense? Benedict Edozieme. That quote Mecca Micah chapter 1, verse 1 to end. And the same Micah chapter 2, verse 1 to end. Then Judith chapter 8, there, from verse 1 to end. No other God. And we are going back to our land. Yeah, everybody must come back. We must be free. Let Britain stay in. Let Fulani stay in their own land. Let Hausa the Yoruba stay in their own portion. Let us stay in our poker. And they hate us. They take we run away from our life. It's a lie. Okay, building up Polo, don't we came to yeah, to tell you someone I get up to 28. Eh? But I have you know I need I like the chain and gra. I like the cool. Ah, let no now for now yeah. Oje, Okon. We are here. Oh, yeah, Biafras.
Biafra will heal thee. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, Professor Terenemi.
Yes.
How are you?
Back. I'm good.
Okay. Thank you for taking my call. You are blessed. Maintain your blessing, Chineke. Biafrans, I love you all. IPOB members, I greet you all. You are speaking to your brother Puzengwiro, the scavenger. I'm calling from Afridi Sud. Afridi Sud is South Africa. Yeah, Professor Tarinemi, what you talk this morning, you know the problem in zoo is that the zoo, their mentality, they have got powder brain and their mentality is not matured to at least analyze something when problem come. And when they are creating problem, when they are feeding crocodile with the fresh meat, they don't know that when you change to give that crocodile crayfish or fish, crocodile will not eat it. They will like to be eating fresh meat. The reason why I'm saying it, you know, when they are now talking about on gunmen, but they didn't talk the taproot who created gunmen. I must tell United Nations and tell BBC, and even including the Nigeria advisor, the zoo advisor, which is Antonio Guvaraj, who is now telling them to incorporate Boko Haram and the terrorists into their army. They must know that the person who introduced non-government and non-soldiers is Obasanjo, and Obasanjo is still alive today. So why can't they go and ask him, how do we solve this problem that you created? Because it's Obasanjo who took non-government as non-soldiers to Fela's house. At the end, he killed even his mother and everything, destroy everywhere. This is not, I'm telling the BBC, the United Nations, the CNN, and I don't agree with it. This is where the non-government emanated from. He's the one who incorporated them. He gives them name. It's Obasanjo who baptized them and confirmed it. So he's the founder. And another thing I'm telling the Biafrans, the Nigerians, I don't know how you should still be talking of politics today. Since I start as a child, I know that Obasanjo introduced Operation Feed the Nation, and at the end of the day, today we're hungry more than before. I know that in same Nigeria government, I've never seen any president in Nigeria who go with legacy, who after he retired, we will remember him and say, this is what he did. This man called Babangida, he said he earned his own with the chop, make I chop, which is corruption. That is where he ended. Now the new man here started with war against indiscipline. At the end of the war against the indiscipline, he didn't finish it. He didn't do anything. That war against indiscipline still exists. Now he came back and he's ending. What is he ending with? He's ending with now incorporating Boko Haram terrorists into the Nigerian army. That is where it finished. So we must know that there anybody talking about election. Can't you give at least an example of one person who have done things for Nigeria? Can't you just give us one example? Because when you're talking about, if you talk of George Bush and other people who ruled America, the good ones are not, because even George Bush also ended in killing people. He ended in shame. So no America will be remembering him. But they will remember him with good people because he didn't kill the Americans. But all this one I'm talking have been killing their own people. They have been killing their own people. Buhari come with said he want to do this, he want to do that. This is the same man that who even said that the attack on Boko Haram is an attack on them, on the north. I don't know why somebody should still believe in Nigeria. We the Biafrans, we don't want to believe. We don't believe there is nothing comes out of Nigeria. We don't believe in them. So what we want is Biafra, and they must give us referendum. Referendum is what we want, because I've never seen any good thing since the inspection of that place, zoological Nigeria, called the zoo called Nigeria. They have never been good thing for 60 good years. No electricity, no water, no good road. Tell me one single Nigeria president you will say this is what he have done for the whole Nigeria. There is nothing. Nobody should talk about this. So now, Biafrans, what we should do now is everybody must go and remove all his representatives, because these people representing in House Assembly, in Senate, and all those things, they're not doing anything for us. They went there for their pocket. You can see the money they are sharing. You see the money they are sharing. Atiku sharing money. All of them sharing money, that 50 million, some of them $50,000 for each person. But we are dying in the church because they are giving you indomie, they are giving you toothpaste, you dying. And now somebody is sharing $50,000 just for their pocket. And tomorrow you go and kill, they give you indomie, you go and vote. We don't need that, they are voting again. They have deceived us for a long time. Please don't die. Everybody must come out and stop them from this vote. If they come out with their vote, just do everybody, all the women, anything you can do to make them shame, make it to them, do it to them, shame them. We don't need them in our land. We don't want that type of fake democracy. We don't need that fake democracy. They are chameleon. They are not talking the truth. They're only there for their pocket. I don't know what else we should talk. We have been talking. Thank you, Mazi Teridemi, for taking my call. God already bless you. Maintain your blessing, because what you are teaching to us here, if not because of Radio Biafra, I don't know what we should have been now. If not because of you radio anchors that are teaching us, educating us, now we won't know. But now we have known where the rain started to beat us. We have known that yesterday when we go for evangelism, nobody. Some one white man is telling me that he have never heard that there is a group, they killed their 5 million people. Why is it not in history? I say because the British don't want. The BBC, that is now have turned now to bias broadcasting corporation. That is what they turn to. They are no longer broadcasting the correct. They are no longer saying the truth. Mazi, thank you for taking my call. Dear friends, I love you. IPOB members, you are my blood.
Thank you very much. God bless you. We must proceed. We must make progress. Sorry that call was quite long, but he was still saying some very, very important things, so I didn't want to cut him. We had other callers while he was on. You can call back and you will be able to speak. We are still live. We are still talking. We are still here. So this is Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast, and we must continue. Let me see if I can bring in the person that was calling on Signal. Not taking a Signal call for a while. If he's still online, I should be able Hello, good morning. The caller on WhatsApp. Good morning, and welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you
Good morning, my big brother. May Chukwu may bless you.
You see?
Yeah.
Right on.
I pray for our ancestors, everyone that died for we to be alive. Both our leader, mother, our leader, father, both equal song. I pray for their spirit to be at rest for IPOB fighting for this freedom to come because that's what they're fighting. But I pray for their spirit to rise up and destroy Nigeria to pieces that will make everybody reject Nigeria before now to December by the name of Chukwu Ikebiema.
You see?
My brother, I like to like every radio presidential. Sometimes if some people call phone because I always monitoring many people. What come out from people's mouth is what I used to stay monitoring. Who is this person? Because it's not everybody calling God doing the work of God in physical, but they call God known to a real person to nearby them, but they are evil by themselves. A white man come to our land, they meet everybody as Igbo. Now they use them to divide you and your brother. And now our Yandu God bring Yandu come. And Yandu help us to let you know. Go back to who you are before white man. Go back to who you are is not mean that you will Biafra come. Go back to who you are is. Right from that time when God will bring Messiah for you. Now you are still helping the white man, pronouncing yourself, that name given to you. Which is now all those many boys when they call, they talk. Because after they make call finish, they go to Facebook and write nonsense. Calling Southeast. Yesterday I see on Facebook, one man talking about, you're talking about Southeast Security Network, which Onyandu from Eastern Security Network, start from Igoro. Because Ilu land is Onitsha, Ilu. Everybody come up from Onitsha. That's what they call them Onitsha, Ilu. It just be like these stupid people call themselves Ilu. You know, say Biafra get the land. Inside the Biafra land, now Ilu land day, now Izol land day, now Ilu Benue land day. If something is happening for Onitsha, you pronounce Onitsha if you want to pronounce Onitsha. Something will not be happening to Onitsha, and nothing is happening to Enugu. You want to pronounce where the thing is happening. You are pronouncing Southeast. It will not be like only Southeast is Biafra. It will not be like only Southeast is Igbo land. Which you know, Asaba speak Igbo. Asaba gets under language Igbo. And you went on the you cannot ask Asaba person say you are not Igbo. If you really know, they say let them share it. Asaba Onitsha go, be a Biafra. Can you? Me one day Onitsha, Asaba. You see me for Onitsha, you say I'm a Biafra. I'm not going to slap you. Why you know say we got the same language, the same name, the same culture? Let us stop calling this Southeast. Anybody will call Southeast, from my own opinion, I would like you to teach them here. Stop nothing call. Let them know say pronounce Biafra or you pronounce
the East.
East. You pronounce East or you pronounce Biafra. So that tomorrow the person want to make call, you will know that as I'm calling the call, will not call Southeast. That Southeast they're calling, giving Fulani power and giving the politician power. And remember that this Anambra State Governor, what he's doing there, Anambra is the key of a Biafra as a whole. That is the senior place. And they fight many ways when Namikano was outside to catch up Anambra. They cannot fit. Even though when they come 1960, they send Anambra and went and catch up, which is Aruchuku, where the pillar of God lie in our land. They catch up that place. And this governor, that one not ready to be a governor, is because of Caroline. He planned with Caroline and Afulani to agree that he was the one who will bring out Eastern Security Network from Bush. How to do it? Remember, far back, there is a time they found Bakassi in Onitsha. Bakassi killing every sinner, whether you are a ritualist, whether you are armed robber, Bakassi killing all of them. The politicians and some big men being initiated to evil court, knowing that this thing will affect them. They now plan to politician. They form another human being answering Bakassi, using those who are killing people, and those supporting the original Bakassi stop supporting original Bakassi. Now they use it to bring that one down. It's because of that one, it's not anchored to Chukwu Okike Bieme. Chukwu now don't arise, the spirit don't arise to bring him down the kernel. That is why they're looking for many ways to destroy Eastern Security Network, which they don't get spiritual eye. They are fake court. Now they tell them waiting there the truth. The human being will be Eastern Security Network inside the bush. Whether you carry plane come, they will kill you. Whether you carry gun come, they will kill you in that bush. Because they are a spiritual woman and man inside the bush there. And that is why the other person governor went and said that he want to attack anybody in the bush. Like as he's saying that, say if any king refuses to support, he will attack the king. Can you come to my village, Iboro, and tell my king to go to live Fulani inside bush? He cannot. Because in my village, Iboro is where Dangote wanted to be refinery in their bush, going to Ishan. But our vigilante in our village, you to rise up and go to bush and pursue all of them out. My father was a soldier. I am a nice king to my father. My father died a soldier. But my brother is soldier now told me, when the Fulani come to kill you, what you will do, you will kill them back. Tomorrow they will not come. You will not wait for any politician. The politician fighting for their pocket. They're fighting for their pocket and their children. In my village, the politician there cannot be my protection. Anything happen to Ibodo, police attack any one person, we will burn down the police station. That is how we do it in our village. And our king is a young boy, cannot support the police. If our king support the police, we will kidnap him. And Okowa, no, that is why he's quiet. It's a time bomb, like what our DOS always talks. A data set, where they call data is a time bomb. I'm not a data. I am Igbo man. I am Anioma in my area. And Okowa wanted to try this nonsense to listen to Fulani before. You see what they did? You two went to a house and kidnapped his father. That is how they do things. He must thank governor. Because the youth, they only focus money. They forget to focus in their life and their mother in back home. Now, the governor is doing something. If Anambra State governor is in the Delta State, he cannot keep person in war, keep Nasaba. Allow army to come and keep us, they will leave him alone. He get house where he's staying. They will kidnap a wife, or a wife mother, or a wife father, or anyone. Nothing will happen. You understand? Yes. That is when they will do. Anybody calling phone, you see the person call Southeast, does that phone on him and teach him, get him to call East, or you call Biafra, because you people are helping the Fulani at the protest.
Thank you very much.
It's not Southeast alone. It's a Biafra or it's Igbo, and it's not that place something is doing. It's the governor and the youth. The youth do not want to rise up. The youth do not want to fight for them for everything.
Thank you, Mazi. That's a very brilliant contribution. I will have to stop here because of time, so that I can.
Bless you.
You see, thank you very much. You see, this point is one point that is very, very strategic that the enemies have been using. It is not Southeast, it is Biafra, it is the East. And people keep trying to push things, trying to mold things like this. Now, this is a man from Delta State. Okay, according to the zoo description. This is a man from Delta State. But he's telling you that he's an Igbo man. He is an Igbo man. And you cannot deny him of being Igbo because he's an Igbo man. So because Nigeria described where he's from as Delta State, it has now become out of Igbo land, which is wrong. So it is not Nigeria that defines our territory for us, just like it is not Britain that will define our territory for us. That's why when Britain wanted to deceive us with asylum and try to change the status quo and say that Biafraland is Southeast, I had to call them out. Call them out very, very well. And because they couldn't succeed with such an evil document, they had to call off the program they wanted to do. So that brings us to the end of today's program. This is Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast, and I am your host. My name is Kumawe Tarinemi. God bless you.